Yeah, hello my friends. Welcome to a new video on my channel. And I thought I make this video where I explain a little about my bodybuilding journey. Because obviously now I have little muscles and now I can say bodybuilding, but when I started, now I explain you now. It's like that when I was in school I was very skinny and very weak. I was always the weakest in the class and I was always so short. I mean, now I'm 177 centimeter. That's like average for a European guy. But back then I was always so little and I was so weak and all that. And I always, when I saw a guy that was fat, then I thought, this is nice. I want to be more fat and have more strength, But I thought I can never gain size, no matter if fat or muscles, but because I eat it like a maniac. I mean, there was like a closet and my mother put all the chocolate in there, like Kinder Schokolade and such like similar things. And I knew where was the key. I always go there and I eat it the candy, I eat it so much candy. And yeah, I just buy the chocolate bar for 50 cents and eat it the whole bar in one. But I was always like skinny, and I wanted to be more strong, So I started not from the view, oh, I'm fat, I want to have abs, I want to be shredded and all that. I was more like I wanted to be bigger and stronger and all that. And yeah, I started, I have to brush my hair. I didn't brush it for a few days because I wanted, always when I brush it, some hair is in the brush. And then I thought, okay, now I don't brush it because then I lose all my hair. I don't know. The thing is, I started then with the training. Then when I was like 18 or something, then I first started doing a little sport. But I didn't did like bodybuilding training. I just did some home training, I had like a bicycle for cardio. I mean, this bicycle what you have at home, not to drive, but for cardio. I had such a bicycle in my room, and then I had like this barbell where you can make this. I think this should be for chest, but to be honest, I mean, this really good for chest, who knows? I mean, normally it's this or this is for chest and not this. But yeah, maybe it works a little for the chest, I don't know. This I had, then I had normal barbells, and I did just training with the barbells, but I don't even trained all muscles because I didn't knew when you do like this is for the biceps. I didn't knew that. I just did like this, like this, like this, and I did like 50 reps or so. Also, I think I did for the abs I did. And yeah, but I did very much reps. I did like 50 or 100 reps or so because I didn't knew that the hypertrophy is like 5 until 15 or something. I thought doing 100 reps then is good for the muscles, But the thing is, I had really, from now's perspective, I had not such a bad body because I was very shredded, and you always saw the abs and all that, But I was very skinny, and one time I was going to working in construction, and then I wanted to lift a piece of, how you say, wood, like the construction material I want to lift, and I can't lift it. And they said, it looks so trained. He looks so trained, but he has no strength, Yeah, because I was very skinny, but very ripped, and yeah. And then I go into the bodybuilding board in internet, It was like bodybuildingforum.at. AT is for Austria, And yeah, it was just a bodybuilding forum for German language. And there I started to learn how about the training, because once I sent someone a message, I said, I never trained my triceps, because I didn't knew how to train the triceps, because I just did this because maybe I saw this in the TV and I did this, but I didn't knew how the triceps, how to train. And also my mother bought like such a training station where you can do butterfly, chest press, leg for the legs, leg curls and all that. I can do there on the station. on this power station, yeah, on this training station. And I just did that. Yeah, I just used this training station. And then I texted someone in the bodybuilding board and I said to him, I don't train my triceps until now because I didn't knew how to train it, you know. And then he said, yeah, you need to train the triceps to make your arms bigger, you know. So yeah. And so then when I was going to that bodybuilding board, then I started real training, you know. First I going to the gym where I lived here around Zurich, in like a little small town around Zurich, you know, with 10,000 citizens. There I growed up, and then I was going to the gym there. But then I bought a home gym because we had like a big basement, and I just buy the power rack, you know. And then I trained for years. I started bodybuilding 2010. I mean, that's what I told you I did before, okay. But I mean, the real bodybuilding where I trained all the muscles with a system, and I started the diet. And the thing is, I was going boxing, you know. I was going to boxing for 6 months, but I didn't like that I'm so much dependent on the trainer, you know, because when you want to do boxing, you always need the trainer. I mean, or when you want to do martial arts, you always need other people, you know. You need training, sparring partners, training partners. You need a coach that shows you the techniques. Then you have to learn the techniques. Then the coach is there and say, yeah, this is good, this is not good, blah, all that. You know, that's all that. I didn't like it, you know. And yeah, and also I didn't like the coach from this club, from this boxing club. And I think he didn't like me either, yeah. But then, when I was in the boxing, I started doing bodybuilding. It was like 2009 I was in the boxing, and then 2010 I was still boxing, but also I started with bodybuilding. And then I started to eat with a system. Because like I said before, I could never gain weight because I never tried actively, but also I eat so much candy and so much shit, and I was always skinny, you know. But then I started to real eating with a system. I remember I had these oat shakes when you mix the oats, you know, in the food processor, and then with milk and protein powder, I make these mass shakes, you know, with like 1,000 calories or so one shake, and then I drink that. I know I came out of the boxing and drink my shake, you know, and then I quit the boxing because I didn't like a lot of things about it. And then I started with the real bodybuilding, you know. And this was 2010 when I started. And then I had my home gym, this power station, plus the power rack, plus dumbbells and all that I had. And then I started the real bodybuilding, you know, with squats, bench press and all that, you know. And I started to progress in the bodybuilding. And yeah, so then I came to the bodybuilding, and then I did it until 2016. 2016 I had then injury here. Here I had an injury because I used this massage balls, you know, for massaging yourself. And I lay on it, and it ripped apart. And then I can't training for like 6 months because when this was injured, I couldn't even make this movement with the arm. I couldn't even make this. It stopped because this was injured, and I can't lift it up, you know. I mean, without weight, I can't lift it up, you know. And after 6 months, then I go to the gym again a little, and then I stopped again, and then I go a little, but I didn't really start it again for 3 years, only maybe 1 month, and then I stopped again. In 2019, then I decided to go back to the training because obviously you're a very different person when you have like a little muscular body, you know. You're different than when you have just a normal body, you know. And so I thought, okay, I don't start again. I stay where I am now. It's okay now how it is and all that. But then I said, okay, I go again back, you know. And yeah, and I can just say I was sick last week. I was sick. And I didn't train for like 5-6 days or so. And I was really excited to go back to the training, you know, also because I changed my training plan. Now I do 2 split I do just legs, chest, and on the next day shoulder, back, arms. Yeah, and then one day break, and then like this again, you know. And before I did 5 split, like 5 days, and then after 5 days 1 day break, and then 5 days again. And I was very, just when I was sick now, I was very excited to going back to the training, you know. And it felt very good. And I can just say, I just love bodybuilding because I like it to look better, to be more massive, to be more healthy. I love the training, you know. Yeah, and I love it that you can decide by yourself when you go to the gym and all that, and you're not dependent on some coach and all that, you know. And now I'm just excited to go again to the gym and to make some progress and make some really good gains, you know. I want to make some real quality gains now. Also in strength progress. I want now a really good progress, you know. And yeah, okay, that was it. That was my bodybuilding like journey or whatever. If you like this video, give a like, subscribe to my channel, and watch my other videos. Okay, have a nice time. Bye bye.